You guys, welcome back to the channel. Cali Lavelle once more. You already know what to do. It looks like the city of Irvine, or let alone the surrounding area, I should just say Orange County, is about to get an economic boom, especially with the jobs. And I'm talking about healthcare, not necessarily IT and all the at-home jobs you guys usually go for. Somebody has to do the blue collar work. So we're going to build 2 new hospitals in the area. So let's go ahead and see the possible thousands of jobs that are coming within the area. Let's go.
2 new hospitals are set to open their doors in Orange County in the next few weeks. They're expected to add nearly 2,000 healthcare jobs to that area.
NBC4's Hetty Chang covers Orange County. She is live in Irvine at one of those hospitals right now for us. Hetty.
Yes, hi, Colleen and Annabelle. We're here in Irvine outside of the City of Hope's new cancer hospital set to officially open its doors on Monday. It's a big deal because it is only 1 out of 5 cancer-specific hospitals in the entire country. And here locally, it's bringing several hundred jobs. When you walk into City of Hope Orange County's cancer hospital, it almost feels like a luxury hotel lobby.
I mean, basically it is, because everything is luxury now because it's so expensive. So why not make it more plush?
Which hospital executives say is by design.
And when you hear that diagnosis that you may have cancer or you have cancer, it is just so daunting. Anything we can do to just take a little bit off your mind.
Physician-in-chief Dr. Edward Kim says just as important as the physical building are the people hired to work here.
And that's where we pretty much pause. So the question is this going to be competitive pay? Are these people going to be unionized? Like, what's the deal? Like, what union is going to rep this hospital? Or should I say unions? Because you have the nurses that'll have their separate union, and then doctors and administration. Those 2, doctors, administration, and I add a third one, management, which is pretty much administration. They're not protected by unions. It's easier to get the management out before it is the employees if they're represented, because they have a chance to fight. When you're unionized, you have a chance to fight. When you're in management and nobody likes you, it's easier to vote you up out of there. So that's where the argument stands. So we all know in Southern California, the healthcare jobs don't pay as much as it does in Northern California. But see, the problem is Irvine, which is a very affluent area of SoCal, just like the Tri-Valley is in the Bay Area, which is where I'm at. So it's like, okay, who's this going to benefit?
He says 18,000 people applied for jobs at the new hospital. They've hired about 750 workers so far.
I felt this has been calling me. I felt this is a perfect opportunity.
Registered nurse Rick Cervantes says he feels grateful to have landed a job here in what's been a very stagnant job market.
Yeah, even for nurses and doctors. It's not real easy for them to find the jobs that they want or need either, because you have to remember, when you get jobs in healthcare, most people are on call or part-time. And a lot of times the positions are not benefited. And then it's like the average person today, the average young person, they don't have a pension or a 401k, let alone medical coverage to begin with. They're paying through Cover California, which is a ripoff because it doesn't cover the medication you need for like a surgery or anything. So that's a whop right there. So he's just smiling and, hey, I got this job at this brand new facility.
I'm grateful my resume is great. And I do hear the talk that a lot of people are looking for a job, especially the new grads. We have thousands of new grads who are literally been looking for more than a year.
City of Hope's new hospital opens just days before UCI Health Irvine.
Look at that lobby. It's almost like a hotel, like they said. And hopefully they put something better in there than Starbucks. Starbucks is played out. Come on now, there's better coffee than that.
Irvine's debut. The nation's first all-electric acute care hospital will open on December 10th with 970 new healthcare jobs. Economists say this a much-needed surge, not just for the job market, but also the economy.
It also has a secondary and tertiary impact as well. These folks are filling up their vehicles, they're spending money at restaurants, they're buying their goods. So when you invite all of these good paying jobs and these folks into the region, it really uplifts the entire economy.
Yeah, and that's important, you guys. It's really important. But the problem is nursing, well, a lot of people in healthcare to begin with are no longer considered, professionals due to the Trump administration. That's been going on since the 70s. They've been trying to take nursing out of the professionals category for the last 50 years, if you read up on it. So this is nothing new. They're just now trying to make it into effect with everything else going on. But here goes the problem that lands with new grad nurses. Most hospitals don't just scoop you in like that. Meaning most hospitals aren't going to hire you fresh out of nursing school, which is stupid. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And then, like I said, it's hard for doctors to get jobs too. So they're not saying exactly which jobs they're recruiting for. And as we know, a lot of young people are grasshoppers in the job market. So a lot of these people that are applying for these jobs are not going to be hired because they want somebody that's going to stay long term. Maybe I'll say a few years, not necessarily 10, 20 years, but a lot of people talk a good game just to get in. Next thing you know, because a lot of people that work in healthcare, they have another job, whether it's on call or another part-time gig. But the goal is not to give you any benefits at all. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
And the Orange County Business Council tells us that healthcare continues to be one of the county's top and largest employers. Hoag Hospital is also expanding next year.
So yeah, that's 2 new hospitals coming into the county. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. But a lot of people, people going to school for healthcare is declining. There's less people enrolling for nursing school. And it's just like people are still heavy on tech. But with places like Irvine, they're probably not going to really make a big deal out of it. And then, as we know, Irvine's an expensive place to live. So you're going to have a lot of outsiders coming in. You're going to have people coming in from Compton, Long Beach, that area. You just never know. It's like with healthcare jobs, you have to pretty much get in where you fit in. And most people don't live in the immediate area. So that's another thing to consider. So let's see how long it takes you to commute to that nice, brand new, luxurious hospital. This is Kyle Vale. I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.